The Gateway Pundit put together a list of more than a dozen proven victims of Obama regime wiretaps. You want to hear some of them? Okay. WikiLeaks released the following list on February 23rd of Obama administration wiretaps. The U.S. National Security Agency bugged a private climate change strategy meeting between the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon and Angela Merkel in Berlin. Don't forget, there have been wiretaps of Angela Merkel's phone calls, and she was livid when she found out about it. Obama bugged the chief of staff of the UN High Commissioner for Refugees for long-term interception targeting his Swiss phone. Obama singled out the director of the Rules Division of the World Trade Organization, Johann Humann, and targeted his Swiss phone for long-term interception. Obama stole sensitive Italian diplomatic cables, detailing how Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu implored Italy's Prime Minister Berlusconi to help patch up his relationship with Obama, who was refusing to talk to Netanyahu. Obama intercepted top European Union Japanese trade ministers discussing their secret strategery and red lines to stop U.S. extorting them at the World Trade Organization Doha rounds. Obama explicitly targeted 5 other top EU economic officials for long-term interception, including French, Austrian, and Belgian phone numbers. Now, Obama did all this? Well, the administration did. But these are the kind of things that it's like Lois Lerner. I keep going back to this, but it's such a great example. When Lois Lerner was acting as a rogue FBI agent, denying tax-exempt status to only conservative applicants, people on our side, we got to find the smoking gun. I said, what do you mean? Well, we got to find a memo. We got to find directions. We got to find Obama ordering her. You're never going to find that. It doesn't exist. What do you mean it does? Because Lois Lerner is there precisely because she knows what to do without being told. I said, you don't understand liberalism. These people are like-minded. They don't have to be told to be liberal. They don't have to be told what liberalism is and how it operates. Eric Holder did not have to get a phone call from Barack Obama to understand that they weren't going to prosecute the new Black Panthers for vote fraud in the Philadelphia polling places. Barack Obama did not have to call Eric Holder to tell him to take over all those domestic police departments on charges they were racist. It's just what liberals do. Liberals and big government advocates do this. They surveil citizens. They surveil enemies of the state. They surveil allies. This kind of stuff happens. This is my point about reasonable and unreasonable. I mean, this list goes on. Obama explicitly targeted the phones of Italy's ambassador to NATO and other top Italian officials for long-term interception, and Obama intercepted details of a critical private meeting between then French President Sarkozy, Merkel, and Berlusconi, where the latter, Berlusconi, was told the Italian banking system was ready to pop like a cork. These are just some examples. Then they showed up on WikiLeaks. In 2013, Washington Post expressed outrage after the revelation that the Justice Department, Obama's, had investigated the news-gathering activities of James Rosen of Fox News. They were looking at him as a potential criminal in classified leaks. So Rosen and his family were part of an investigation into government officials anonymously leaking information to journalists. Rosen was not charged, but his movements and actions were tracked, and his email was hacked, if you will. He was not phone tapped. Rosen was not. In 2013, see if you remember this, the Associated Press, members of the AP were targets of surveillance. They were okay with it since Obama was the one doing it. I'm not kidding. The AP was the target of surveillance. All of this, Obama trying to track down who was leaking things out of his regime. The New Yorker, a liberal rag in Manhattan, noted that in moderate and liberal circles at least, the phone records scandal, partly because it involves the dear old Associated Press, and partly because it raises anew the specter of Big Brother, may well represent the most serious threat to Obama's reputation. You remember, what was her name? Jill, what's her face of the New York Times? Jill, she used to be the editor over there until they moved her out. She charged sexism or what? Jill, what's her name? She said, and she is as leftist as you can get. And I say that without exaggeration. She said the Obama administration was the most inaccessible, was the most untransparent administration she had ever dealt with. Jill Abramson, that's right, Jill Abramson. You know, she wrote the book with Jane Mayer, trying to destroy Clarence Thomas. But she was the editor at the New York Times. They finally moved her out of there. I think she charged sexism, ageism, some such thing. But she was been on record three times, talking about how the Obama administration had all the media fooled. They made the media think they loved them when Obama secretly despised them, spied on them, and all these other things, which is exactly what people like that do. You know, folks, it stands to reason people that love big government, why do they love big government? And don't give me because they love doing things. That's not it. They love power. And they want to know who opposes them.